Have you ever had a hard time coming up with things to talk about? Does your brain ever just freeze and you end up with a long, awkward silence? Well, today I'm going to be sharing with you 4 extremely powerful topics that you can talk to just about anyone with. Learning and using these 4 topics will allow you to build large amounts of rapport with anyone and will also improve your chances of creating long-lasting friendships. The Ford method is a communication tool that can be used across all areas of life. Ford is an acronym that stands for family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. So let's jump right into it and break this down. F stands for family. Everyone has some sort of family. They are an integral part of our lives. They are the first people that we get to know, and for that reason, we hold a special place in our hearts for them. Studies have found, time and time again, that when people share family-related matters with strangers, they feel significantly closer to them afterwards. Now, the main problem with speaking about family is that it can sometimes come off very strong if you ask someone about their family up front. What you need to do instead is branch the conversation in a way so that the topic of family naturally pops up. Here's 2 ways to go about doing this. The first is by beginning to talk about your family. Let's say, for example, you're at a party and you're talking with someone, and you notice there's a very loud, excited guy on the dance floor. You could say something like this: "You see that guy over there? He really reminds me of my older brother, who's always energetic and not afraid to let loose. I feel like older siblings are always like that. Do you have any siblings?" By saying something like this, you direct the conversation towards family, and you also make the initiative to open up first. This gives the other person an opportunity to talk about their siblings without having their guard up. If they don't have any siblings, you could say something along the lines of, "Oh, do you ever wish you had one?" Again, the conversation is redirected towards family, and the transition seems smooth. The second way to get someone to talk about their family is by using what are called non sequiturs. Basically, assumptions that you make about someone. For example, let's say you meet someone new at a gathering. You can say something like, "You know, you look like you come from a big family." Non sequiturs like this accomplish 2 things. They create a sense of curiosity, leading to questions like, why do you think I come from a big family? They also sometimes cause the listener to correct your statement. Maybe they don't come from a big family and they start talking about it. Maybe they do come from a big family and they go into details about it. The second topic is O, which stands for occupation. They say that 45% of our lives are spent on our occupation, whether it be at school or at work. It's definitely a big part of our lives. Speaking about someone's occupation is actually very common. It's considered surface level conversation. You've probably heard lines like, "What do you do for a living?" dozens of times before. The key to speaking about occupation is not to dwell on these surface level questions and instead quickly jump into a deeper conversation. For example, let's say you're on a date and you ask your date what they do for a living. They say, "I'm a school teacher." A lot of people make the following mistake. They go, "Oh, that's great. I always wanted to be a teacher." However, a better response would be to delve deeper into the conversation and ask more thought-provoking questions. What do you love about being a school teacher? What are some challenges you face in the classroom? By asking these questions, you show that you're genuinely interested in their life and occupation, and it can lead to a much more meaningful conversation. Of course, it's also important to be respectful and not to pry too much into someone's work. It's okay to ask questions, but always be mindful of their comfort level and personal boundaries. The next topic is recreation, denoted by the letter R. Everyone has some form of leisure activity, be it a hobby, a personal interest, or even something they're passionate about. Similar to talking about occupation, when discussing recreation, it's important to ask surface level questions while adding in your own comments and thoughts. You can start the conversation by simply asking, "What do you like to do in your free time?" However, recreation can sometimes be a bit more challenging to discuss compared to occupation, especially if the person you're speaking to has an interest you're unfamiliar with. In these cases, it's best to approach the conversation with a curious mindset, asking why they find this activity so exciting. For example, if someone mentions they enjoy rock climbing, you could say, "That's great. I've always thought rock climbing was a fascinating sport. What do you like about it so much?" The last topic is D, which stands for dreams. This is undoubtedly one of the most powerful topics you can discuss with someone. Everyone has a dream they're pursuing or wish to pursue, and discussing dreams can be especially impactful in today's society where many people don't get the chance to chase their passions. However, it can be difficult to get people to open up about their dreams, so it's crucial to build rapport before broaching the topic. 2 tricks that can help redirect the conversation towards dreams include making an educated guess based on what you know about their recreation or interests, and talking about the bigger picture. For example, if you know someone who enjoys drawing, you could ask if they've ever considered becoming an artist. Additionally, you can redirect the conversation to dreams by asking broader questions about life, such as, what's something you want to do before you die? Or do you think our lives have more meaning than just working a 9 to 5? In conclusion, these are 4 topics that you can talk to anyone about. F for family, O for occupation, R for recreation, and D for dreams. So try this out with new people you meet and in your existing relationships. Delve deeper into each topic and create more meaningful conversations.